Hi, I'm Krystal Yeadon, and it's time for this week's edition of Campus Conversation. Today we're going to speak with College of Charleston senior theater major Nicholas James about his experience with theater. I'm here at the Albert Simmons Center for the Arts in the theater department's Actors Green Room with senior theater major Nicholas James. Nick, thanks for being our guest on Campus Conversation. So I know that you took a year off from college. During that year, you ended up being an extra on a Lifetime TV show, Army Wives.
I guess the most important thing about that experience is the people I met during that process. It was really important for me to get to know, actually more so important for the people involved to know my face. And when I am available for a bigger opportunity, say, lines on the show that would require, whole days that I obviously can't do now because of class.
So during your year-long break from school, you auditioned for a Hallmark Channel movie entitled A Band of Angels. What exactly happened with that?
A friend of mine told me about the audition. Hadn't planned on going or anything like that. It was at Citadel Mall in West Ashley. I believe I sang Amazing Grace just straight through. Like I said, none of the runs or anything like that. It actually led to me getting called back for a role in the movie. But a couple of days after that, I received an email that basically stated because of some kind of writer's strike going on at that time that the movie would be canceled indefinitely. So it was my little shot that was shot down. So yeah, that was that was that.
Since you were just recently signed to a talent agency called Coastal Talent, what are you expecting from that?
Well, we have an understanding right now that because I am in school and I am graduating in May, that if anything comes along, if they have other people to maybe consider for that, consider them before me because I am graduating in May. But as far as after May, I just hope that when projects come along that they feel I'm suited for, that they'll definitely recommend me for those, and that we can just establish a good relationship, a good working relationship, to know that I'm a dependable person. If they send me out on something they feel I'm right for, that I'll be able to fulfill their expectations and be there and be professional and do all the things that I'm supposed to do on my end. And from my end, I'm hoping that they're supposed to do everything that they're supposed to do on their end.
Since you are graduating in May, how do you feel about getting a job in this current economic recession?
I definitely am scared because, first of all, this industry is hard to get into, period. But when you take into consideration things like the current status of the economy, just makes things a little bit harder and, much scarier. But, it's what I want to do, so still go for it. I need to eat. I need to be able to pay rent. I need to, be able to put gas in my car. All of those things, you need a pretty decent job to do these days.
What advice would you give to those who are interested in making theater a career?
Pray. Basically, don't get frustrated. If it's really what you want to happen, it'll happen. And you just have to keep that mindset.
Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us. Nick says he will move to New York next year to further his career in theater. This has been yet another edition of Campus Conversation. For College of Charleston News Network, I'm Krystal Yeadon.